We have to make this quick. Astoria is in the next room, and the traitor has been taken to the mortuary. Everybody else has been told that you defected to the Foundation. Your mission is to infiltrate the organization and determine the extent of their activities in the periphery. Your refusal to execute the technician on Tigra is concerning, but I still think you're the right person for this job. Astoria is the key to infiltrating the Foundation. Gain her confidence, and the rest will follow.
I'd better get in there.
After we're done here, I'll leave on a shuttle and follow your activities through the implant. You'll have a better chance earning their trust if I'm not standing over your shoulder. This isn't what you trained for, but I trust you, Ward. Just don't forget where your true allegiances lie.
Behold, the Marsenian tree fern, a well-known favorite of Tapis Savant, a renowned horticulturist who masterfully designed the Imperial Palace Gardens. At the Emperor's decree, every Imperial station has been christened with a glorious tree fern to symbolize the Emperor's grandeur and strength.
You have a responsibility to the Empire.
Don't lecture me on responsibility, Major. After you let Azor fleet camp out on our doorstep.
We have been carefully monitoring the situation.
Yeah, now? If we hadn't come back, then you...
You wouldn't even be in this predicament if you hadn't abandoned your post in the first place.
I don't report to you, Major.
And you should thank your lucky stars for that, young miss. Because I'd have you locked up in the mortuary.
Call me young miss one more time, and I'll cave your head in.
And here is your co-conspirator.
Ward didn't conspire with me.
Was it your plan all along to join up with these defectors?
I played you like a Vizzy sonar.
You vile turncoat!
Don't be shrill, Major.
Mother.
Show some respect.
We should be rejoicing. My daughter has been rescued. And it's all thanks to this mysterious agent from the Commission of Public Safety.
Mother, I wasn't kidnapped. Dex and the others, they helped me escape.
Certain information has come to light.
Don't tell me this is about the Foundation.
Selden was right, Mother.
You risked your future, our reputation.
I'm not doing this again.
Everything we have built here to join that ludicrous cult?
Your daughter is the only one acting responsibly. The Empire is crumbling, and no one is willing to face it.
My daughter is a sheltered idealist who doesn't realize that a single misstep can destroy a legacy.
This doesn't matter right now. There is a Zor Armada waiting to take down the array.
You think I'm concerned about that pitiful gaggle of mining scows?
You knew?
The Viper does not tremble before mice. What was that?
Some kind of pulse from the neutron star knocked out the power.
Get Dr. Ulrich up here immediately.
Get down!
Deploy the defense armatures.
Excellency, we need to get you to a secure area.
Hands off me!
This isn't something we discuss.
Astoria, come with me.
No!
Astoria Duran, come here this instant.
Goodbye, Mother. The Zor have breached the array. Leaving just got a lot trickier. Captain Takomi.
The Zora breached the tech. There's casualties.
Save your strength.
I've unlocked the door controls for you.
Clear the Zora out of the TAC. I need to stabilize her.
Ward, your metallic abilities may be the only thing that can get you out of there alive. I taught you to be careful not to damage minds when you enter them. Now I want you to do the opposite. Push as hard as you can. Sear their minds. Ward, your metallic abilities may be the only thing that can get you out of there alive. I taught you to be careful not to damage minds when you enter them. Now I want you to do the opposite. Push as hard as you can. Sear their minds.
Find a security terminal and lock the doors. We need to buy time.
This is Dr. Elena Ulrich requesting an evacuation jump immediately. The readings are conclusive. Tiger S is building towards a superflare event and the effects will be catastrophic. We can't delay any longer.
Come join me at the Galactograph. Careful around the bodies. We need to find a path off the array that isn't crawling with Zor. Those red areas are hull breaches. It's where they're landing troops. That must be why they were stockpiling those mining drills. They're using them to cut through the hull. Clever. Let's see where the breaches are most concentrated.
There's a few over here near the bottom.
That's the mortuary. Kalden's being held there. I would expect them to focus on disabling the defense armatures. Once the power's back on, those plasma cannons will make short work of their fleet. But instead, they've cut off every access point to the hyperspace drive. Why?
Maybe they want to jump the array into a black hole or something.
It would take hours to plot a hyperspace jump of that complexity. No, we're missing a big piece of the puzzle. Captain Serana, muster a tactical unit to the engine room. Captain? Internal comms are down. I need you to go down there and find out what's happening.
We need to find Calden.
Leave that to me. I'll focus on getting Calden out of the mortuary and finding us a ship. You figure out what the Zora are doing in the engine room. I've set us up a private channel so we can communicate. Good luck.
I can't believe they're using those mining drills. The Empire recalled them 25 years ago. Although I guess if you're crazy enough to attack a space fortress with a bunch of mining ships, you're probably not sweating over safety standards. Gravitational forces in the system are warping the hull. Wait, that must be what the Zora are planning. Neutron stars have an extremely powerful gravity well. If they disable the engines, the whole array will be dragged into the sun. Hurry!
We're getting overrun. Hold your ground.
You're alone? I keep calling for backup.
Why are you calling for backup?
Zor soldiers surprised our unit. They're holding Captain Serana as a hostage in the hallway just ahead.
I've got it under control.
There's too many! You can't take them alone. They'll kill the captain.
Don't confuse me with an average soldier.
Apologies. I shouldn't have underestimated the Commission.
Stay back!
Agent Ward.
Take one more step and she dies.
Take the shot or she dies, Ward.
Get them!
Ward. You saved my life. Good luck out there.
Weapon systems restored, enabling full defensive capabilities.
Attention invaders. Our weapon systems have been restored. Withdraw now.
She calls me dramatic. Space. Her weapons are going to be useless if the array can't get out of this neutron star. The Zora played us.
Urdon again.
Ward, I'm
Now
relying
they've got
on
me
you to
fixing
deal with
the
the Zora in the
couplings
engine room. I'll free Calden so we can finally leave once this is all over.
Sis, Urdon again. Now they've got me fixing the couplings on a gravitic lift. Do you know anything about this stuff? I think I need to connect it. Please help.
Our engines can't fight the gravitational pull much longer. Find Dr. Ulrich and the other technicians. They'll know how to fix this and jump us out.
Where's the doctor?
I would like to reiterate that no one, except technicians versed in Olanian hyperspatial theory, should be involved in calculating jumps. I know we're short-staffed, but if calculations are off by just a bit, we could end up inside a star. No! No! Stay away!
Easy, Doc.
Agent Ward. It's you. I was right. You see, the Star tried to warn us, but no one listened. You're the only one who believed me. How sad. And now these Zor, hunting us.
I wonder how they knew to do that.
I tried to hide, but they found me anyway.
They captured Soledad and found out how few people know how to operate the jump drives. They're hoping we'll get sucked into the star's gravity well.
These so-called barbarians are more clever than we thought. I'll try and talk you through the procedure, but I don't know how long.
You just need to hold out a little longer, Doctor.
Yes. Right. It looks like the barbarians tried to yank out the power core. Plug it back in while I complete the calculations.
It's done. Doc?
I couldn't. The pain. Take this. Without my team, I...
Looks like you're on your own. Use that key card to trigger a jump on that console over there.
Accelerated. Engines overheating.
As I feared, it didn't work. Hopefully this will underline the importance of following my orders. All of this carnage could have been avoided. For now, I suggest you find a way out.
I freed Calden.
Hey, Ward!
He has a crazy idea how to get us off the array.
It's a great idea! You're just jealous you didn't think of it.
Meet us at the hangar bay.
Citizens of the Empire, I am Grilk, leader of the Zor Ardent. For centuries, you have treated us with scorn and derision, pillaged our moon.
We did it! We destroyed the array! We're not getting out of here alive. I don't want to wait any longer. Kill me. Please. Guess who's coming to save the day? In the Viceroy Abbywell is pulling hard!
All those people.
We might be going down with them. Okay, I'm gonna try juicing the driver. Pray we don't explode!
Wait, what do you mean explode?
I am so good!
Is anyone following?
I'm not sure there's anyone left to follow. But, just to be safe, I switched our hall number to make us look like a diplomatic envoy headed for Glimdel 6.
Let me know when you've plotted our next jump.
Go ahead and settle in. When you're ready to get underway, hit that button to gather the crew.
This is my mother's old office. When I walked in, I half expected her to be sitting here, looking unimpressed.
I'm not intimidated by her.
Then you're in the minority. Even the Emperor is afraid of Mother. I used to be obsessed with pleasing her, but nothing I ever did was good enough. I could invent a pocket fusion reactor, and her response would be, "Why isn't it smaller?" I appreciate you defending my actions to her. She's not an easy person to stand up to. Is there something on your mind?
Have you heard from your mother?
She sent a message. Apparently she got off the array.
Just come home. These people aren't your friends. They're manipulating you for their own purposes.
You're not manipulating me, are you, Ward?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Good. Since the moment I was born, she's been grooming me to be the next Emperor. So she just dismisses anything that doesn't align with that plan. But I never wanted to be the Emperor. Especially given the sorry state of the Empire.
I should get back.
You mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
So much has happened that validates Selden's theories. The attack on the array, barbarian aggression. Do you still think psychohistory is nonsense?
Seeing that happen to the array definitely changed my perspective.
I imagine it must be difficult. You lived on Trantor. It's hard to believe society's coming to ruin when you live on the wealthiest, most awe-inspiring planet in the galaxy. It's different out here. You'll see. Thanks for talking, Ward.
Sometimes I think the biggest thing holding back psychohistory is Harry Selden. He says I'm making too many leaps, that we need more data, more research, but things are deteriorating faster than any of us thought possible. Civil war could break out any day. If we wait too long, it may be too late to change anything. I had a dream. I was back working in the heat sinks. I could hear the roar of the vents, smell the sulfur and sweat. The way my body ached so much at the end of the day I couldn't sleep. I don't know what would have become of me if Harry hadn't arranged for me to attend Streeling University. I owe him everything. I think the work is starting to affect me. I feel myself pulling away from the others, retreating. It's these damn predictions. The wars to come, the famines, the slow unraveling of everything we've built. I look around and it's like I'm surrounded by ghosts. They're already dead. They just don't know it yet.
When you met us, we were on our way to rescue a Foundation agent operating in this sector. Unfortunately, that mission got cut short when we were shot down on Tigra. We need to finish the job, and things have become even more urgent.
Where can we find this agent?
That's where the urgency comes from.
The agent's on Zoranel, homeworld of the very people who just destroyed the array. Now, obviously, we can't just land on Zoranel and start asking around. We'll need somebody who can get us in unnoticed. Fortunately, Cal can help us out there.
This is Revenloft Station. It's an old Iridium mine orbiting Zoranel. There's a Zor named Vex living there. She can help us get down onto the planet, assuming we can convince her to help us.
Let's find Vex.
We'll attract a lot of unwanted attention if we dock in the main spaceport. There's an old loading bay where mine workers who lived off-world used to report for work. We'll land there, and then I'll scout ahead.
We need to talk, Ward. Find somewhere quiet. Ward, I'm relieved to see you in one piece. However, the array could have been saved if you had only heeded my orders on Tigra and executed Soledad.
I never considered that that one decision could cause so much death and destruction.
We never know what the outcome will be. That's why it's vital to keep focused on our mission. The Empire teeters on the edge of an abyss, but I am convinced that we can pull it back from the brink. It will require unwavering conviction. There are even more difficult decisions in store for you, Ward. I need to know that you're up for them.
My loyalty to you and the Empire is absolute.
I'm pleased to hear that. I have a lot of faith in you, Ward. I know you won't let me down. Because I can see and hear through the implant. I'm up to date with everything that happened. Is there anything you'd like to discuss?
With your permission, I have some questions.
Very well.
Where did you go after we separated on the array?
I needed to check in with our field office. Unfortunately, the situation with the Foundation is just one of several growing concerns in the periphery.
Astoria seems to be keeping me at arm's length.
She is critical to our plans. Her desperate need to have her beliefs validated is the key to earning her trust. The more you seem to buy into the Foundation's absurd rhetoric, the more her doubt will fade away.
Nothing, sir.
Good luck on Ravenloft Station. The administrator there is colorful. I look forward to your next debrief.
Ward, this way! Looks like we're not alone down here.
No biohazards detected. Warning. All mining operations on Ravenloft Station are suspended.
Listen! Up ahead! Do you hear that? It's Red Abyss. You don't want to mess with them. We should get out now.
I thought traders were supposed to be fearless.
These aren't your garden variety raiders. Every pilot in the periphery knows to steer clear of Red Abyss. Once they have you in their sights, they do not give up. What am I saying? We can handle a few pirates. This door is locked, by the way. We'll need the code to get by. People use this dock to move goods through Ravenloft without paying tariffs. A kindly smuggler will likely have left a code to the door somewhere.
They stole the Viceroy's ship and might be coming your way. Keep an eye out.
Okay, Ezro. We won't let you down.
That'd be a pleasant surprise.
Ward, your mentalic abilities can help you here. If you heighten their fear, they may become distracted and you can sneak past.
This station is huge.
What's going on over there?
Pasca and I spent yesterday exploring the old mining tunnels. Took all day and we didn't even cover half of them.
Oh, you must be tired.
Exhausted. Some of the walkways have fallen away and we had to climb.
Why don't you rest your mouth then?
There are all sorts of rooms down there. Supply rooms, equipment sheds, even this old machine shop. I can't wait to go back down there.
Good going, Ward. To get up to the level the Foundation Depot's on, we'll need to use this old freight elevator. Look for a working power core to activate the lift and a way to get the doors open. Ward, you make it through okay?
Still here.
I'm impressed. The Foundation Depot's in the alleys. I'll meet you there. Be careful, Red Abyss is up here too. I think they're trying to seize the station.
Gosh, Robert.
Thanks, space, for the Empire! Hey, that chisel! Kasara has been looking everywhere for that!
Citizens of Ravenloft Station, my name is Ezra Toombs. I lead Red Abyss, and a peddler would have you believe we are nothing but cutthroats and thieves. Forget his lies. We are here to return the station to you, those who toil for his benefit. He's the one who must die. Stay out of our way and we all win.
Do not resist the raiders. Give them everything if you must, but do not fight back.
What do you want? What has you so upset?
Those Veguvet pirates ransacked my stall. Stole my most precious possession.
What did they steal?
A chisel, hand-engraved by my only son. It's not valuable, except to me. My son has been missing for several months. I can't bear the thought of losing the chisel, too.
Is this it?
Yes! Oh, thank you, stranger. I am very grateful. Now, if only you could return my Basa to me. Good. Let me know. You're 6.
He died in the attack.
I see. Thank you. Good luck, stranger.
Hold fast to the teachings of the Six.
That's it. The Foundation Depot.
Oh, I don't believe this. Vex must have changed the passcode.
So what now?
She's a hero to the Zor on the station. Go ask around. I'll do the same.
Violence is not the way of the Zor.
Let me know if you...
Did Vex leave the new code to the Foundation Depot with you?
She did. Good luck, stranger.
The merchants of this market are innocent. Let them be.
Red Abyss. They're looting the place.
Vex.
Maybe she's hiding in here somewhere. I'm going to try and slip past the pirates and find her. Vex isn't here.
She must have left behind a clue of where she was going next. See if you can find anything.
Vex, it's Riv. I just heard about the attack on the array. All day long we've been hearing stories of off-world Zor getting arrested, getting beaten. Please, send me a message letting me know you're alright. I love you. I can't believe this is really happening.
idiot Grook. He did it. Actually attacked the array. The peddler's already using it as an excuse to arrest Problem Zor on the station. I'm gonna head down into the lower mines, wait for the storm to pass. There's no machine shop where I used to hide out. Find me there.
So, Vex went to the lower mines. This is just great. I was really hoping we'd be able to avoid having to go see him.
Him? Who are you talking about, Cal?
The peddler.
The peddler?
The administrator of Ravenloft Spaceport. The one who controls all access to the mining tunnels. We'll need to get his permission to go in after Vex.
Ward is an agent of the Commission. This peddler will have to grant them access.
Our one advantage is that he's probably got his hands full with Red Abyss. Ward, let's meet in the canteen and we can figure out how to get an audience with the peddler.
They're probably looting the Foundation depot because they think they'll find some high-tech munitions.
We have a small situation, Ward. Red Abyss have made themselves at home in the canteen. The peddler's locked himself in his office upstairs. He's the only one with clearance. We'll have to ask around to see if we can get a meeting with the guy. And watch yourself, Ward. The leader of Red Abyss is in there.
Commission. Or... The name's Ezro Toombs.
Never heard of you.
You must not be from around here. Never heard of me. I love it. I wonder if you could do me a little favor.
Maybe we could help each other.
You're smarter than the uniform suggests, Commission. The peddler abused his position, bilked his own government, and exploited every worker in that mine for decades. You can't trust a word out of his mouth.
You don't mince words, huh?
He's everything wrong with the Empire compacted into one sneering, miserable man. This is what I want you to do. Go up to the peddler's office, take out your blaster, and shoot him in his sniveling, lying face. So what do you say? Will you kill him for me?
I'll consider it. No promises. I need the peddler to get me into the lower mines.
Red Abyss can get you in? We have our ways.
I sincerely hope you're not considering assassinating the legally appointed administrator of this facility. Weigh this decision carefully.
Really think it over. Here, have a little mod for your blaster. On the house.
Now's not a good time, stranger.
What's the situation in here?
That pirate over there is Ezro Toombs. They're the captain of Red Abyss. They've been sitting in here ordering margaritas for the last hour. No one knows what to do.
The raids, the looting. None of it will stop.
Huh. That's quite a bleak view of things, stranger.
It's not my opinion, ma'am. It's psychohistory.
Ah, Agent Ward. Please, come upstairs. I'd like to have a word.
Remember, Agent Ward, the Empire is watching.
Agent Ward, I assume you've come to turn yourself in. Thank you for saving us the effort of tracking you down. As you can see, we already have our hands full with this pirate problem.
Why would I turn myself in?
You don't know. You're wanted for the kidnapping of Astoria Durand. Your face is all over the Imperial news. Not to mention the fact that you just accepted a contract from a local pirate to kill me, which I heard quite audibly over my spy beam. As administrator of Ravenloft, I am required to detain you. Unless, of course, we can come to some sort of arrangement.
I should have expected that a man known as the Peddler would try to blackmail me.
Blackmail is such an ugly and accurate word. Exterminate the pirates, starting with that brat, Ezra Toombs, and I'll forget you were ever here. I'll even let you into the mines as a sweetener. So, do we have a deal?
I don't think so.
No!
Good job. Tipped off his goons. Clean up the mess and I'll unlock the mines. Exemplary work, Agent. We're off to secure the spaceport. The door to the lower mines has been opened. Watch your step.
You just helped Ezra Toombs seize control of an Imperial outpost. Explain yourself, Agent.
Peddler said I'm wanted for kidnapping in the Empire?
The Viceroy had been looking to assign blame, and I thought it a convenient illusion for maintaining your cover. You understand, of course. Clearing your name will be considerably more challenging in light of your recent actions.
Ward, sounds like you're closing in on Vex. I'm headed back to the ship. Sounds like the Empire's already looking for us. We're not gonna want to hang around Ravenloft much longer.
I'm impressed you didn't fall to your death back there. Now, hands up. Good. Now let me see. Drab uniform, fusion blaster strapped to your waist. Tell me, what's an agent of the Commission doing so far from Trantor?
I'm on your side. Kalden sent me. You can lower the weapon.
How did you find me?
You left a message for Kalden in the depot saying you were coming down here.
You saw that. Interesting. So what do you want from me?
I've decided to defect to the Foundation. However, first we need to exfiltrate the agent on Zoranel, and you're the only person who knows how to find them.
I have a hard time believing an agent of the Commission would defect. But for now, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. The Ardent are also looking for the agent. If we're going up against Grilk and his cronies, I need to finish retrofitting this drill. It'll give us a chance to get to know each other. Start by charging this power core. Here, catch. Nice catch. Lift up the housing and pop that old core into the slot. There's a code over there somewhere. Once you've entered the code, grab the new core and hand it to me. Carefully. That's it. Hand it here. Carefully. Clearly, the Commission of Public Safety doesn't have a varsity team. Okay, I need to fuse the core to the stabilizer. These NK-90s could chew through rock like it was butter. Flawless design. Except for the fact that they would explode in your face. I watched a lot of friends go that way. Ugh. Ancient, cheap Imperial trash! Grab the Meditool from the kid over there. Quick! I think some of that crap got in the wound. First, press the head on the wound to extract the poison. Now use the epidermal regenerator on the bottom of the tool to heal the wound. Thank you. I need your help to fix this barrel. Can you turn the barrel while I trim the casing? Pull that switch when you're ready. Smidge more to the right. Now to the right. And we're done. Good job. Whatever they send us, we're ready. Let's head upstairs. Anything you need to do down here, do it now. I used to sneak a flask down here between shifts. Best view on Reventlof.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I haven't been back home in 6 months. The Foundation agent is down there, in the capital city.
Why were you exiled from your home?
It's a long story. And I'm tired of telling it.
I saw the edict.
That's still up. I was accused of a crime I didn't commit. That's all I can say for now.
I hear you used to be in the priesthood.
A maven. We're a branch of the clergy that do liturgy and perform rites to honor the Six.
Let's go find that agent.
Not so fast. I happen to know that field agents like you have a subdural implant that allows their superiors to keep tabs on them. If you truly mean to defect, you'll want me to take it out.
Agent Ward, do not remove that implant. That is an order.
Give me your arm. Done. I thought you'd chicken out. Crap!
That's an Imperial troop carrier.
This whole thing was just to draw me out? That's why you didn't mind removing the implant. They were already on their way.
Ezro must have sold us out to the Viceroy.
Teach you for trusting a pirate.
Residents of Reventlof Station, this is the Vice. There is a dangerous fugitive on your station. They are being abducted by a Zor criminal named Vex.
Vega!
Please remain inside while we apprehend them.
You screwed me!
Ward, I'm back on the ship. We'll swing around and grab you from the main spaceport. It's not far.
You don't have a choice now. You have to come with me. I have a ship waiting in the spaceport.
Fine. I need to grab a few things. Go. I'll meet you there. You should get moving.
Remember me? Always knew you were a traitor, Ward.
Stay in my sights!
Moved us closer to the planet. Atmospheric radiation should confuse the sensors of any Imperial ships.
Good thing you removed your implant, or they'd be able to use that to track us.
You had a subdural implant? I knew you were hiding something.
Does this mean the Commission has been listening in on everything we say?
Commissioner Bow thinks I'm working with him to infiltrate the Foundation.
How do we know you cut ties with the Empire?
I helped a pirate seize Reventloft Station.
That'd be more impressive if the station administrator wasn't despicable.
You're right. I shouldn't have doubted you. You've gone to great lengths to oppose the Empire. We shouldn't have questioned you.
Anyway, as I told Ward, the Foundation agent is somewhere in the capital city. I have a friend on the surface who can help us get in. I need to send her a message and then we can...
Hold that thought. Message coming up from the Viceroy.
I thought you said they couldn't find us.
It's not for us. General broadcast. All frequencies.
People of Zoranel, 2 days ago, citizens from your world launched an unwarranted and unprovoked assault on the Aegis Array, resulting in the deaths of thousands of innocent lives. For this unforgivable offense, we should level your world. However, our intelligence indicates that this attack was carried out by a splinter organization known as the Zor Ardent. So I have chosen to be magnanimous. Hand over every single member of the Ardent, starting with the warlord Grilk, and I will spare your world. Otherwise, I promise you, your planet will burn. You have 1 solar day to comply.
Vega.
That was more measured than I expected.
My mother's not evil. Misguided, perhaps, but not evil.
Clock's ticking now. I've set our coordinates for Zornel. Hit the button when you're ready, Ward. Now fly us in.
If only Grilk hadn't seized control of the Ardent, Zoranel wouldn't be in this position. I've been away too long.
How did you end up in exile?
Grilk. He framed me for murder so he could take control of the Ardent. Our laws state that no Zor can harm another, so I was banished.
I should go.
See you on Zoranel.